The aim of my study was to investigate the causes and impact of landslides in Kalimpong district, India, using assemblage theory. One of the main contributions of the thesis is an exploration of how assemblage theory can be deployed in empirical research on multi-hazard disaster risk using a disaster risk management assemblage approach. Working with a research system made certain possibilities for fieldwork emerge, as they were able to actively forge connections and networks between us and local actors who I may not otherwise have spoken to, citing Gupta 2014, page 399. The research goes beyond existing studies into disaster risk in the region, in that it is heavily informed by the perspectives of landslide victims, as can be seen here on the slide. These are the landslides we visited in Kalimpong on Google Maps. My research assistant, Lochan, and I co-wrote a paper in disaster prevention and management on our collaborative methodology, and this will be published in a special issue very soon. Here I've included findings, recommendations, and a theoretical contribution which underpins the approach taken in this research, and that was a paper published in Progress in Human Geography last year with my supervisor, Amy Donovan. The recommendations are as follows. Number 1. Landslide disaster management in Kalimpong is reactive and primarily focused on hard engineering responses to slope failure, aside from providing emergency relief supplies. The most common practice, then, is to implement landslide mitigation infrastructures, such as concrete protection walls, where landslides have already occurred. Policies which encourage landslide risk-informed land use practices should be developed and properly resourced. In addition, a system whereby local community members could report early signs of landslide risk in return for economic support to mitigate those risks could be developed and resourced. Number 2, road construction, specifically reckless slope excavation and the non-construction of associated drainage infrastructure, is a particularly common cause of landslides in Kalimpong. Furthermore, road constructions that generate landslides are perversely incentivized by the funding mechanisms that offer extra money for road repair and maintenance in the event of a landslide. I recommend that road construction that does not contribute to landslide occurrence should be mandated, and landslide generating road construction should be disincentivized by not providing new funds for repairs within a certain time window, but rather providing more money upfront for repairs and maintenance. Number 3. The absence of a locally elected panchayat system limits people's ability to access the political and economic resources which could be used to prevent landslides occurring in the first place and or to offset the impact when they do occur. This is a very difficult issue to overcome because addressing it would have considerable political and ideological implications. Unfortunately, without an elected panchayat system in Kalimpong, I believe the above recommendations are unlikely to have any meaningful impact. Thank you for listening.